I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My head is itchy, yay. So it's time to wash. It's not fair. No one needs to walk around like that. So as you can see, I'm taking the elastics along the length of my hair. I only needed like 3 for each side, so that wasn't too bad. This is a method I've been doing on and off for years. And I'm doing this so that I don't wet the length of the hair and the style just lasts a little longer, in my opinion. So I took a bottle and I just mixed some sulfurate, some other shampoo that had like that peppermint, give you that nice tingle sensation. And as you can see, I'm just putting it all through my scalp. I am being quite delicate so not to rough up my hair. I don't want to pull the hair out of the braids and make it even frizzier than it needs to be. So make sure you guys are definitely careful with that phase. And here's the back. And y'all, this is one of the few times I actually did part the back of my hair. As you can see to the right, I have that 3-way mirror in the back of my door. And I said, you know what the heck? Let me just go ahead and give it a shot. So if you don't have it, I say give it a shot. It definitely made it a lot easier. And I always parted the front anyway because I can see it. So there's that, but it wasn't too bad. But make sure you get in there. And I did go in, as you can see, with the pads of my fingertips. I did work it in, and I went through my scalp a few times because Lord have mercy, I was itchy, y'all. It was itching. So I did that. And you're going to want to make sure that you let it sit on your scalp for a few minutes. So don't rinse it right out. Let that menthol, that peppermint, whatever you're using to get that tingle, let it work and work the blood flow in your scalp a little bit. That Design Essentials, y'all. This right here, that's what gave me the tingle this time. Sometimes I use Head and Shoulders, and I did 2 little bottles worth of this application on my scalp, but that Design Essentials, that shampoo, my little sister and I both use it because we both have, scalp issues sometimes, and y'all, I'm telling you, top tier. It's one of my favorite shampoos that I'm actually using right now, so I'm grateful that I found it. And here I am, washing it out. Sorry for the angle. The angle's a little messed up. My sister's trying to help me right here, but I'm only going through the middle of my hair. Well, not really just the middle, but primarily. So I'm letting it go through and making sure it doesn't get to the length mostly. I just didn't want the length drenched. But as you can see, my scalp is clean. It's clear. I'm feeling much better. And don't rough your scalp up with the towel. Be careful of that so that you don't rough your hair up and you're going to be frizzy and you're going to be looking like you've been wearing that style for a couple years. So we don't want to do that. So gently take out the scrunchies. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad, Cammy. We see you. And you shouldn't be drenched. The hair shouldn't be heavy because most of the hair, if it got wet, it's just a little bit damp. It should not be drenched. And also I did this so that my natural hair underneath the hair did not shrink up and just do some things, okay? But this is Design Essentials again. I think that one is, there's a leave-in conditioner spray I know that I just got, but there's also a heat protectant, and you're going to want to go ahead and take a mousse, apply it along the length of your hair, even the roots, because we are about to take a blowout comb to this so that the hair can dry. You don't want to walk around with wet hair, especially if you have extensions in your twists. I'm using a concentrated nozzle to get this done, and I do this for, I don't know, I might have done this for like a good 10, no more than 15 minutes just to make sure most of it's dry. And then I air dried the rest of the way, but it was pretty dry about time I got done, especially because I just had the mousse mostly in my hair. This was so much better because when I have had longer hair extensions in, Lord, that hair was so heavy. and it seemed like it took forever to dry. So I like this length, and I like that it dried faster. I was able to get along with my day, and I actually washed my hair weekly. I had these extensions in my hair I know I did, because I just took this out. That's a whole nother video. That'll probably be the next longer video that I post of me just taking them down. But I did have these in for 3 weeks. All done. All done. It was so nice just being able to get up and go. Let me tell you, didn't have to worry about super frizzy hair. Oh, I was so happy. I miss it already, and it's probably been 6 days. Just making sure it's done. Sometimes it feels done, and when you turn the heat off, you're like, nope, she psyched me out. My hair is still too damp. I don't want any bacteria, any funguses, or anything like that building on my scalp, or to affect the health of my hair. And that's why I just want to make sure. And I did go between the cool setting, medium, and a higher setting. So once we're done, we're just going to go ahead. You know what we got to do, ladies? We got to scarf it up. Lay your troubles down, girl. And this is pretty much how I sleep at night. Simple routine, and I did this 3 different times during my 3-week process. I hope this helped anyone out who's suffering from an itchy scalp and they just want to have a clean scalp and feel better. You don't have to suffer. You got this. See you guys in the next one.